thank you, Emma. Luton Town, the club which changed the English football landscape, the club which told everybody that anyone can dream, the club that busted myths about budgets. They were living the Premier League high life, but now the harsh reality of Championship football is beginning to bite. And Luton Town know as much as anyone how this league can bite. Winless so far since their fall, but not without hope. Is tonight the night that Luton Town spread fear amongst the Championship again? It's Queen's Park Rangers who are in town. They only saw each other on Tuesday, adding to Luton's summer of suffering. Different day, different competition, different venue. What will the result be? On to the teams, and Rhys Burke starts his first league game of the season with Teden Mengi only deemed fit enough to be on the bench tonight, having missed Tuesday's cup defeat in West London with a groin injury. Mengi has also been the subject of speculation, linking him with a move to Torino before the window shuts tonight, but he is here. Chidozie Ogbene has left for Ipswich though this week, so Ruel Walters gets the wing-back slot tonight. Mark McGuinness, who cost £10 million from Cardiff City, makes his home debut. Jack Colback returns from his one-game ban following a red card at Sheffield United, and he goes straight back into the team. That means that Nicholas Madsen moves into a more advanced position. Karamoko Dembele looks a star in the making, and his dribbling ability could unsettle Luton's man-to-man marking tonight. Alfie Lloyd, who impressed as a substitute on Tuesday, starts. Lucas Anderson is back fit and amongst the Rangers' backup. So Alfie Doughty starts for Luton Town tonight. Speculation surrounding plenty of Luton players. Don, after their relegation, are you surprised he's still here?
Yeah, look, I honestly think he's Premier League quality. I really do. 2 goals and 8 assists last season in the Premier League for Luton. I doubt that a relegated fullback or wing-back has matched those kind of numbers previously. For Queen's Park Rangers, every time I see this fella, he really impresses me as a standout for them. He's grown in stature, now he's added goals and assists to his game as well, but his chief job is a disruptor, and he does it better than most.
Yeah, Sandfield starting at the heart of Queen's Park Rangers tonight here at Kenilworth Road, which is absolutely packed. Around about 1,400 have made the journey from West London to be here tonight to follow Queen's Park Rangers. The referee is Bobby Madley. Now tonight, Kenilworth Road gets its chance to pay tribute to Sven-Göran Eriksson, who's passed away at the age of 76. Sven oversaw and engineered some unforgettable moments as England manager. He managed some of the greatest talent that England has seen. Tonight, Luton Town and Queen's Park Rangers pay tribute to Sven-Göran Eriksson. Kenilworth Road paying tribute to former England manager Sven-Göran Eriksson. So these two, when it comes to the Championship, winless so far. Not so long ago, Luton Town were, of course, Premier League. They were giving the likes of Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool a scare, whilst Queen's Park Rangers were fighting to stay in the Championship, a fight which ultimately they won. Martí Cifuentes always believed from day one that they would manage to survive in the Championship, but they ended the season with top 10 form. Now they meet again in the Championship, and Luton Town get us underway here at a crackling Kenilworth Road.
Now, Friday night under the lights at Kenilworth Road can be very difficult for opponents, and that's what Luton's ambition will be here. to make life very difficult for Queen's Park Rangers and just use this game as a catalyst for a real positive season.
Adebayo, picked up by Jimmy Dunn. He continues at right back for Queen's Park Rangers tonight. We missed the news earlier, Rangers have brought in another right back, Harrison Ashby on loan from Newcastle, but not in time to be involved here tonight. He'll have to go some though to nudge Jimmy Dunn out of the team at right back.
Yeah, he's been outstanding, hasn't he?
Well, the yellow card has been shown the way of Heath Chong.
A mysterious look on his face. I don't know whether he's being booked for deliberate handball.
Well done, a few of those falls we did see get punished in the South Wales derby at the weekend. On Sunday it was Harry Darling who was hitting the deck, so Heath Chong then hit the deck there, and maybe the referee wasn't happy that he was trying to referee the game for him by grabbing hold of the ball.
Yeah, but you see that all the time, and you don't see yellow cards given for that generally. Tread carefully now.
Dembele with a free kick for Queen's Park Rangers. They have been a threat from set pieces so far this season, but it needed a better delivery than that one.
Yeah, his delivery is normally so much better than that. They want to come into this season genuine optimism, wouldn't they, Queen's Park Rangers, and rightly so, given the way they ended last season. Busy in the window.
There is an optimism around that part of West London right now, compared to what was happening 12 months ago. And they started quickly last week, albeit on home soil against Plymouth Argyle. They were electric from the start there for the opening 10-15 minutes before Plymouth Argyle gradually clawed their way back into the contest.
I think that would be the biggest disappointment for Martí Cifuentes. Just following a brilliant second half, which got them from 2-0 down, got them a point, 2-2. They couldn't overcome, well, initially 10-man Plymouth, and then at the end 9-man Plymouth, and that will feel like 2 points lost for Queen's Park Rangers.
All with eyes on that, and the pressure from Walters. Luton, results-wise, are finding life back in the Championship tough so far, but the performances do tell a different story, which is why Rob Edwards isn't too downhearted right now, but he knows they need to start to win games. They've come down and are seen as a different club now because of their status last season, the Premier League, and of course armed with cash from that. Forward by Burke, looking for Morris. Walters commits the foul.
He will look to bomb forward at every available opportunity. Colback uses his body really well. It's another one of those soft ones, isn't it? I think it rolls reverse. Refs don't give penalties for that kind of contact, do they? I'm not really moaning as an ex-striker, honestly.
You do like a moan. Frey with eyes on that, rising with McGuinness. Frey involved again. Here's Colback. Frey on the burst here. Burke is after him, and now it's Dembele. Karamoko Dembele! Promising position that comes to nothing.
Well, this is brilliant striking play from Michael Frey. Beautiful skill, and he makes the right choice at the end of it, which has often been perhaps a fault of Queen's Park Rangers in that final third. Brilliant skill, picks the pass. I think Alfie Doughty does well because he knows Dembele, in a perfect world he'd love to get that ball inside onto his left foot, but Doughty forces him to strike with the right, can't hit the target.
And that's where with Luton's man-to-man marking system, Alfie Doherty has to make the decision whether to come across and close down the space or stick with Dembele. Rob Edwards felt the covering of the man-to-man marking against Burnley here cost Luton dear. Offside against Alabama.
Yeah, well, look, it's a modern phenomenon, isn't it? You know, right-footed players playing on the left so they can cut in, and left-footed players playing on the right so they can cut in. And what Doughty did really well was he forced Dembele to use his weaker right foot. It hasn't been the whirlwind start that Luton would have hoped for, though. You have to say, it's the Queen's Park Rangers fans making the noise. His home team have to get the fans involved here.
That's Morris. Dunn gives chase. And Dunn gets to it. Clark. Doughty involved. There's Colback. They're swarming around him. Chong. Doughty. Slips away from Dunn. Too much on that for Tahith Chong. Well, he's seen Luton off once already this week, albeit after a penalty shootout, and that was in West London. After Tuesday's cup meeting, Rob Edwards did go into Martí Cifuentes' office and told him how much admiration he had for what he saw from a distance last season in terms of Martí Cifuentes engineering Queen's Park Rangers' survival. He's a nice man, Rob Edwards, isn't he?
He absolutely is. I'm sure Martí Cifuentes is as well.
That's Colback. Forward by Samfield, looking to turn Luton. There's McGuinness. Now Amari Bell. Walters is demanding the ball on this side of the pitch, and there's the switch to Ruel Walters.
I think when you play that wing-back system as well, that diagonal switch is a really important part of trying to create space.
Dembele, Frey is offside.
Both of these two teams, they have been conceding goals, haven't they? Luton 5 in their 3 games, Queen's Park Rangers 6 in their 3, and they are both going to have to try and stem the flow.
It's Lloyd who's gone for the return and gets it from Frey. Alfie Lloyd bearing down on goal for Luton. Brilliant defending from Amari Bell as Lloyd was bearing down a goal for Queen's Park Rangers there, but fantastic defending from Amari Bell, who sensed the danger and dealt with it. Lloyd again, here's Parr, who will step in field.
Encouraging start from Queen's Park Rangers here.
Dembele, flattened. The referee gives the free kick to Queen's Park Rangers. This is more the football that Martí Cifuentes wants to play. Felt he had to compromise last season to make sure the Queen's Park Rangers stayed in the Championship to win that survival battle. It's had the pre-season with a lot of these players now. Wants them to dominate the ball, be aggressive, win the ball back quickly. Come off for Lloyd that time. There's Clark. Now Walters. Chong demanding the ball and gets it. Tries to step away from Clark Salter.
He's got to be careful to Heath Chong. He may feel a little bit frustrated about seeing a yellow card early, but he's just had a really frustrated reaction to not being given a decision, and he has to be really careful with his emotions here.
There's McGuinness getting the better of Frey. Here's McGuinness. Cardiff City did everything they possibly could to try and keep him in the Welsh capital, but his mind was made up. Making the move to Luton Town, and Cardiff have made a big profit on him. Bought him for around about £2 million, sold him for about 10. Arsenal are due a little bit of that too, with the sell-on. Doubting. Dembele back defending.
He's done well there, hasn't he? Composed. Dembele kept the ball. This is really good from Queen's Park Rangers so far. 12 minutes in, I would dare to suggest Martí Cifuentes will be the happier of the two coaches here.
He's being serenaded by the Queen's Park Rangers fans right now, Martí Cifuentes. Amari Bell. Clark looking for Walters. Now it's Morris. It's Adebayo, and Paul Nardi spotted the danger and got to it.
Yeah, good anticipation from the goalkeeper, and it had to be here. There's a little link up, Morris and Adebayo. That's what Luton will be hoping for.
Well, Rangers know Luton Town will press them aggressively high up the pitch, but they'll back themselves right now to play themselves out of trouble and out from the back. There's Lloyd. And again, that's something different about Queen's Park Rangers this season, building from the back, playing out from the keeper. There's Colback. Colback involved again. There's Lloyd, who had two for company. Gets the free kick. Dunn runs into Morris. There's Paul. Lloyd again. To drive Burke back. There's Maatsen. Colback into Frey. Maatsen moves the ball onto Lloyd. Paul. Lloyd involved again. It's a good 15 minutes this from Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah, excellent.
Paul again. Colback trying to escape the clutches of Jordan Clark. There's Dembele. Now Paul. Into field. Lloyd. Queen's Park Rangers signed from Yeovil a promising attacker as the ball goes out of play from him there, but he did show up well as a substitute against Luton in the Carabao Cup win on Tuesday.
He looks lively in the opening exchange. What I like about him is his first thought when he gets the ball is to look forward or to drive forward and be really positive.
Bayo away from Clark Salter. And he's helped out by Cook, who went flying in, and he's got the decision goal kick.
Yeah, big celebrations look behind the goal. Bailed his teammate out, didn't he? Clark Salter just gets a little bit too tight to Adebayo here. You can't let him roll you like that, but Cook, look, crossing a flash, brilliant defending from the QPR skipper. Outstanding.
He's a club owner these days, is Steve Cook, a football club owner, I should clarify. A team called Westfield in Sussex. Charlie Daniels and Dan Gosling play for them. So might be a chance for you, Don. There's Chong. That was Clark with the burst of pace and the burst inside the box, and Luton get the corner.
Yeah, there we are, 16 minutes into the game, and that is the first positive action by Luton that has got the home fans off their feet.
Luton's first effort of the contest. McGuinness is at the back of the queue. Morris in front of him. Adebayo's there too. Plenty going on inside the box. Over the head of McGuinness. There's Baptiste. Flipped in by Baptiste, kept out there by Nardi, and the ball is scrambled in. It's an own goal from Jimmy Dunn. They just couldn't deal with the ball back in from Shandon Baptiste. And Jimmy Dunn, retreating towards his own goal, turns the ball into his own net.
Well, there's no doubt about it this season. They've been fragile defending crosses, Queen's Park Rangers. I think that's the 5th goal out of 7 conceded that has come from a cross. He's really unlucky, Jimmy Dunn, but they just recycle this corner, and it's a teasing delivery from Shandon Baptiste. And it's a free header. Goalkeeper can't get hold of it, parries it out, and it just hits Jimmy Dunn. It's really unfortunate. It's a strong header from McGuinness. And out of nothing, really, Luton Town find themselves in front. Just can't sort his feet out, Jimmy Dunn.
Well, we know Rangers had trouble dealing with set pieces last season. It was something Martí Cifuentes was determined to fix. And they've been really aggressive attacking set pieces so far this season, but Jimmy Dunn could not sort his feet out in time.
Well, you cast your mind back to the opening day of the season. Loftus Road, West Bromwich Albion, 3 goals from crosses. You know, it's definitely been a little bit of an Achilles heel. Mark McGuinness afforded a free header, one of the tallest players on the pitch. It shouldn't happen.
But a big moment for Luton Town, and maybe just what they needed.
Yeah, may just calm a few nerves down.
There's Baptiste. Now Clark. Field into Frey. He was unable to link up with Lloyd that time. There's Chong. Just wait to see how that changes the dynamic of this contest now.
Well, look, Queen's Park Rangers, they were 2-0 down at Bramall Lane, and they were mentally strong enough to pull it back, and that's what it takes when you go behind. You have to have character, mental resilience. because they were playing well, make no mistake, before that goal.
Salter with the rise. There's Colback. Adebayo. There's Chong, looking to cause problems for Queen's Park Rangers again. Adebayo.
If you're Luton Town, you get the ball out wide and you get crosses in, don't you? Based on the evidence. That's what they did in the Premier League last season, wasn't it? I think they've made more crosses than any other team.
Yeah, definitely a strength of theirs. There's Amari Bell making inroads. Frey back defending. Chong. Doughty. Here's a threat from those wide positions, Alfie Doughty. There's a bit more about Luton now. Buoyed by that goal. Referee bringing play to a halt.
What was the rules on that then? Jack Colback just kept the ball between his legs. I think in the old days it would have been a drop ball, wouldn't it? A contested drop ball, but I'm not sure what it is in this day and age. Well, it looks like
it's a free kick which has been given.
Yeah.
Chance for Alfie Doughty to test Rangers here. Luton Town in front in a game for the first time this season. Thanks to that Jimmy Dunn own goal. Rangers having to try and deal with another set piece here. Doughty with it, and the Adebayo was waiting, and behind him was Burke.
Well, Morris ends up on the floor, but Adebayo, teammate Burke, almost getting each other's way. I mean, it's a teasing delivery. They're onside. It's just a fraction too high, but once again, they've escaped the clutches of the Queen's Park Rangers defenders, marking them.
Jimmy Dunn having to react. Morris. Salter. Nicely done by Chong. And Adebayo's in the middle, but couldn't get to it. The momentum is with Luton Town now.
Oh, what would he give for a goal? He's had some chances this season, Elijah Adebayo. And when you've got Alfie Doughty putting teasing deliveries like that in, it's just a fraction too hard. Just too much pace on this for Adebayo to get on the end of it. Brilliant delivery into a dangerous area, but keep your eyes on Colback and Carlton Morris there. Yeah, he's a lucky boy, really. I don't think the officials see that. It's a kind of incident that they may start penalising this season.
They are still discussing it by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Plymouth Argyle were almost given a penalty for holding against Queen's Park Rangers last week. The referee, Gavin Wall, was about to give it until the assistant said in his ear that they've both been at it. Such and Salter with the two.
Yeah, and that's the determining factor. If both defender and forward are holding each other, referees will not penalise it, but that didn't appear to be the case from what I just saw.
Madsen. Chong. There's Amari Bell. Doughty. Morris is surrounded. Frey able to guide that into the path of Madsen.
There's no doubt about it, the goal has settled Luton Town right down. Bit of a blow for Queen's Park Rangers, slightly against the run of play.
There's Madsen, rolled into Frey. Lloyd's up there with him. It's Frey, who's seen off for now by McGuinness. Baptiste, Chong, who originally let it go, goes to the return. Dunn steps in as Rangers look to try and rise up in this contest again. Punted down. Jimmy Dunn. There's Dembele. That early chance for Queen's Park Rangers. Looking for Frey. There's Lloyd. Paul's on the outside. Lloyd runs into Ruel Walters. Now Morris. Trying to send Adebayo away. Signs that the Queen's Park Rangers are beginning to clear their heads.
Yeah, for the first time probably since the goal, to be fair.
Doughty. When they did fall behind at Sheffield United a couple of weeks ago, it had been a poor opening 20-25 minutes by Queen's Park Rangers, as good as Sheffield United were too. They did recover in that second half, despite Jack Colback's sending off at 2-1 down. Lyndon Dykes levelling, and that was the end of Lyndon Dykes at Queen's Park Rangers. He's now at Birmingham.
There's that diagonal out ball again.
Walters. There's Clark. Pulling the ball back dangerously, and Morris came crashing in. Now Chong. Doughty again. Adebayo. Clark trying to get to it. Nardi does.
Every time the ball is out in those wide areas and it comes into the Queen's Park Rangers penalty area, your heart's in your mouth if you're of a Queen's Park Rangers persuasion. It's really unconvincing defending.
Defending was a strong suit of theirs, albeit maybe not from set pieces in the second half of last season, as they came from 6 points from safety to win the battle for survival.
Yeah, they won it pretty comfortably in the end as well.
6 points above the drop in the end. There's Dembele. Now Frey. Nicely done by Baptiste. Adebayo gives chase. Cook's on the cover. Cook gets two.
Delaying the restart. It's a soft one. Really felt there was danger there, Steve Cook, but must know now, it has been spelt out by the PGMOL that delaying the restart will be punishable by a yellow card. Can't have any complaints.
Looking for the experienced Rangers centre-back. There's Baptiste. Chong buzzing around the pitch again. Walters. There's Morris. Clark setting his sights. Nardi right behind it.
Yeah, lovely football. And once again, it's crossed to the far post. Another little cushion header and a little set by Morris. Doesn't quite set the strike. Out into the corner, Jordan Clark.
Walters. Morris hunted down by Field, helped out by Clark Salter. And the free kick goes the way of Luton.
Look a yard quicker now, don't they, since the goal. Sharper.
Just one win in their last 22 games in all competitions for Luton Town.
Well, you wouldn't be human if it didn't affect your confidence.
The edge here, and Adebayo looking for more. Elijah Adebayo, it's deflected. And deflected just wide that time.
Oh, the boys in the studio showed the graphic. He's not sure of shooting opportunities. He's just still waiting. A little bit of luck to go his way. Decent effort. He's on target before it's deflected wide.
He waits inside the Rangers' penalty area. McGuinness came crashing in. He does offer a threat from those kind of situations. There's Amari Bell. Morris. Still well. And he's picked up Burke, who stayed forward. Away by Field. McGuinness. Burke again. And Bellet was hoping Dunn would deal with it. Dunn's now out of position. There's to Heath Chong. It's dropped to Burke. It was almost a terrific pass.
Sucked in by the crowd there, didn't he? I mean, come on. He's never going to score from there. The ball spinning like that.
He'll say he was looking for the assist. Reece Burke. I have seen him hit them before, but not like that. Doughty. Chong again, looking to run in behind Jimmy Dunn. And just runs out of pitch. Clawed his way back into the Luton Town first team in the second half of last season when he was a real threat to Heath Chong. Does have the ability to rip defences apart in this league. He's trying to stand on Jimmy Dunn's toes here. As Luton look to try and force the error. And Belly stayed down, the referee points to his head and brings play to a halt.
He's holding his face, isn't he? Just think, awfully Doughty's hand there, look, catches him in the face.
So, Belly waits for treatment here. We've got a bit of company not too far away from us. Paul Trollope, who is one of Rob Edwards' right-hand man here, who watches the first half from up here, listens to what Don says, dismisses it, and then goes down to half-time to give his reports to Rob Edwards.
I've got to give you credit. It took you 34 minutes to get that in. No, it's a brilliant vantage point, isn't it? You can see so much from the view that Paul Trollope has got. And you can see he's in communication constantly with the bench.
Yeah, which is just down below us. I think he's just seen himself. I'm not looking at Paul Trollope because he is literally sat right by me, so. Luckily, Dembele is back to his feet here. He's a player who's making headlines at the age of 13 when he was playing for Celtic's under-20s team.
I remember it. I remember the clips. Viral, weren't they? His skills haven't been able to get him into the game in the right area of the pitch, apart from the once shooting opportunity.
Dangerous player that Luton have to try and shut down here tonight. Rangers down to 10 for now as Dembele waits to come back on. Walters managed to keep the ball in play. Away by Dunn. There's Frey. Then he managed to sort his feet out and he smuggled the ball through to Maatsen. Dembele will be waved back on. Nardi. That was dangerous. How good was that from Cook?
Cannot believe what I've just seen. Cannot believe he has just had the audacity to even try, let alone pull off a nutmeg on the edge of his own box under pressure. That could go horribly wrong. Backed himself though.
The Cook called for a bit of a nutmeg.
Does do the spectacular, doesn't he, for a centre-half?
It was that shot last week against Plymouth Argyle, which was kept out by Conor Hazard. And on the whole, dealt with everything, and then dropped the Player of the Match award in the interview. There's Baptiste. Walters. Colback. Walters in strongly. Paul likewise. Colback trying to stand his ground. He's got two to compete with. And the referee was just ready to see how that all played out and gives a free kick to Queen's Park Rangers.
Rob Edwards apoplectic down below us. Cannot believe he's letting a lot go there. Bobby Madley, there was challenges flying in both sides.
Cook tells Maatsen to make the move. Bell gets to it. There's Maatsen again. He gets the free kick.
Looked like a foul from where I'm standing. Obviously, Luton Town fans disagree, but he has a little lunge. He doesn't get the ball. Maatsen controls it. Amari Bell just doesn't get the ball. It's a foul.
Maatsen does prefer playing in this position a bit further up the pitch than when he was operating in terms of his starting position last week. Scored 14 goals last season to Nicholas Maatsen for Westerlo in Belgium, albeit 8 of those were penalties.
What's an aerial prowess of their own if they can get the delivery right here.
Dembele's ball in. Frey was lurking. Doughty taking no chances.
2 of the 4 goals they've scored have been corners from that side of the pitch to the near post. Jimmy Dunn, Michael Frey benefiting. But I'm sure if I know that, Luton Town should.
Dunn scoring against Sheffield United. Frey last week against Plymouth Argyle. Those near post runs. Dembele in towards that near post, and Adebayo was guarding it. Referee would like to intervene. Tries to make his way towards that near post again. Adebayo doing the job. Dembele. There's Elijah Adebayo again. Chong is ahead of him. Doughty's up there with him as well as Queen's Park Rangers race back. Adebayo, he's picked out Doughty. Doughty's ball in, it's Walters, Morris.
Should have had a shot, shouldn't he, Walters? It arrived perfectly. Can't believe he's trying to pass to Carlton Morris.
Threatening position comes to nothing, and Nardi will let that run out of play for a goal kick.
Oh, I bet he wishes he could have this again. Brilliant. And behind again, Doughty. Just have a gamble, hit it. You just never know what might happen if you have a swing at that.
It's been a Tottenham and Arsenal. Ruel Walters turned down a new deal at the Emirates to head to Luton in the summer. He played under Jack Wilshere in the Arsenal youth setup. Jack Wilshere, who was part of Luton Town's youth development squad a good few years ago.
Well, I suspect those, while they all favour Luton at this point, prior to the goal, they probably didn't look like that. It's to be said, they've come on strong since the goal.
Chance for Mark McGuinness to make his way forward again. Morris is also waiting on this side of the pitch. McGuinness has tipped it in around the back. Colback was with him.
Yeah, he's defended really well there, Jack Colback. Physically, it's a bit of a mismatch, really.
There's Amari Bell. And to Kaminski. Now Shandon Baptiste. The three relegated clubs from the Premier League last season, Luton did offer the greater threat as the season wore on, and Rob Edwards really thought January, February time they had a chance of surviving in the top division.
Made a magnificent fight of it, didn't they, in the end, albeit unsuccessful.
Yeah, they were scoring goals in almost every game and were competitive in every game.
Well, that's now 17 games in a row, league games in a row they've scored here. Kenilworth Road, I think only Spurs stopped them scoring here last season in the Premier League.
52 goals they scored last season, more than Nottingham Forest, more than Wolves, and more than Rob Edwards' boyhood heroes Everton. Tomorrow, Cardiff City against Borough, you can see from 12:30. Coventry against Norwich as well in the Championship. And of course, we're at Turf Moor for Burnley Blackburn as Frey goes for goal.
Just opened up for him. He's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he, Michael Frey, in the first half. Nice little touch. Gives him the chance to take the strike.
Well, so far, Adebayo has dealt with these at the near post for Luton. There he is again. Drop though to Jack Colback. Bell in the way that time. Was great feats. And Paul tried to open Lloyd, I should say, tried to open up Luton. He's got the deflection, and it will be a corner.
Yeah, falls nicely to him there. Doesn't waste any time taking the shot. Needed blocking.
Two additional minutes as Martí Cifuentes takes his notes ahead of his half-time sermon. Things could change just before the break here. Rangers will be hoping so. Didn't see that time, taking charge at the near post for Luton.
Yeah, it's almost become a little bit predictable, hasn't it? Every single corner, it's gone to that near post, and every single time Luton have dealt with it.
It's done. Trying to stand his ground against Burke and Morris. Walters. Oh, interesting.
Scored and conceded in every game so far this season, Queen's Park Rangers. They'll be hoping that continues.
Luton Town in front at the break. A slice of fortune the way the goal came about. Well, maybe just what Luton Town needed right now to settle them down. Jimmy Dunn unable to sort his feet out and turn the ball into his own net. Queen's Park Rangers had the first big opportunity of the contest, which Karamoko Dembele hammered wide. But at the break, Marty Cifuentes and Queen's Park Rangers